Hello from a windy, I was going to say miserable, it's actually quite a nice day in Wixham's. It's just a little bit cold. So yeah, day one again at one of our projects. So we're just setting off on this one, which is a Velux conversion on this one. It's actually identical house to that one. And that one we converted, I want to say 2 years ago. But we've done a slightly different conversion on that one. That one, we've got a rear flat roof dormer to the back with a Juliet balcony. Might be able to show you. So we've got the 3 windows on the front. And then we've got the hardy plank cladded dormer at the back. I don't know if you can see it. But as you can see there from that apex or triangle gable roof area, it's quite a large area. So even in itself as a Velux conversion, there's a lot of space up there. So we gave the client the option, obviously, look, do you want to go for dormer? Do you want to go for Velux? And there's a bit of back and forth in showing them different floor plan options and stuff like that originally. But like anything nowadays, since the COVID and Russia and all this kind of stuff, that obviously the material prices, they are what they are. So stuff has gone up. So obviously budget-wise, there's an understanding that you got to be a little bit more realistic now, because what that dormer costs compared to nowadays is quite a bit different. Roughly speaking, I say to people it's like 5 to 8k difference per loft nowadays in the sense of what costs and bits and bobs like that have gone up, which is obviously quite a large chunk. And what you've also got to remember is obviously the interest rates and stuff like that. Borrowing and stuff like that obviously is a little bit more difficult now, and the return value to the house increase in profit and so on. I mean, I don't need to tell you that as a customer. I'm sure they're one of the questions and thoughts that you're obviously dealing with when it comes to deciding on whether you want a loft or not. But I'm mumbling. So what we'll do, like I said, this is day one. We're just waiting for the delivery. Lawsons are on their way, but the M1 is shut and they're currently stuck on the M1 in Toddington, trying to decide what they're going to do with regards to getting a delivery here. I'm still hopeful it's going to come today, but it's now coming up to 1 o'clock and it's looking less and less likely. But what we'll do either way is we'll jump up into the loft and show you what's what. So like I said, we've got the scaffold. So because it's a private road, we've been able to put the scaffold out a little bit more than what we normally would, because if you can imagine, if we put it there, it'd be extremely narrow. And what Neil's been able to do is give us a great little platform to be able to work from and also put materials on. Because this is a Velux conversion, by right we don't really need scaffold, but by us adding the scaffold, it just takes away a lot of the faff of having to go through the house, I guess, and stuff like that. So it just gives us a lot more options and a lot less disruption inside. So you'll see here, so yeah, this is what we're working with. But obviously the roof is phenomenal. See the Velux is next door. I'll try and climb through here, I'll give you a show. I don't know if they've got lights on in here yet, because I haven't been in here since they've made the hole. You can see the height, it's phenomenal. There's quite a bit of height here. So Greg, bless him's just taken all these old bracings off the 4x1. So these are all in here to stop the trusses moving and so on during construction, and giving it stability once the house is finished. But obviously we take them out and then replace it with rigid insulation in between, cross batten it and so on, so effectively the roof is still fully secure. But we don't need to, well, they're basically in the way at the moment, so we need to get them out of the way so that we can put our stills and double up the rafters and so on. So the construction of this is, we've got eaves beam over there, which I believe, looking at, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, there is a hole over there. Then we've got a middle floor beam there, and then we've then got another hole just down there, ready. So we've got 2 eaves beam and a middle floor beam. So the idea being is that eaves beam dwarf all up, floor joist in between to the middle floor, and then back to the other eaves beam. So by putting us that steel in the middle, what that allows us to do is split the span so that it's a shorter span. So that gives us a lot more head height and stuff like that. And then what we then have is the dwarf wall. We've got doubled rafters, and then we then have a ceiling collar at the top to stop the red sprucing. Stop the roof spreading. So yeah, so just a quick little look. Struggling a little bit here because my GoPro battery's about to die any minute. So if we do get cut off, I might have to drop it on charge. But to be fair, we'll probably leave it at that, because it's coming up to 5 minutes, and we'll give you a little walk round. So we'll get some pan shots and we'll leave you to it. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next video. Enjoy. Rewind. So Sod's Law just about to leave, and guess who's pulled up? Let's show you. Our Lawson's delivery. That's Andy, driver. He's not the happy one. Got the little materials. So like I said earlier, there's pros and cons having the delivery with all the stuff on, but the headache is that when it doesn't turn up, you're a bit snookered. But then on the flip side, once it's all here, especially with that crane, it helps no end. So we've got pretty much all the materials here for the whole job. Yeah, I think that's literally all ours. So then there are the steels up there that we talked about. On this one we've got something slightly different. On the floor beam, what we've done is we've engineered it with a 100mm hole in it. I think it might be there. So see that. So the reason we've done that is on this one we've thought ahead. The waist position is a little bit of a nightmare for the bathroom and getting on. So once we put the steel in place, it's going to block it off. But by us speccing a hole in it, that allows us to put the saw pipe through it, which basically makes life 10 times easier. I haven't just made that decision. Obviously we've gone back and forth with the engineers to allow us to be able to do that. But yeah, all is good. So they're just getting set up now. We'll get that in place. But I'll try and stay and give you a bit of a footage of the crane lifting up some of the materials and stuff. But yeah, bear with us. So here we're just getting this middle beam in.
Just going to go over this light, 2 secs. Good on, guys.
So then what we'll then do is we'll have the small bit still, the last little third that's got to go in there. So I think I mentioned on this video earlier that this one can be spliced twice because of this hole in it, which is for the waist. So the idea being is we've got this bathroom here. By putting that hole there,
right, hang on.
That will allow us to then connect up with that saw pipe that's there basically.
Just do a little shunt to me, Dad. 1, 2, 3.
Which would be nice. Somehow I've managed to record upside down, no idea. So second time we're going to wrap this video up. Obviously we got a bit distracted because Lawson turned up, so we thought we'd show you some more. But yeah, I'm going to leave the lads cracking on now to get the rest of the steels in. So yeah, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll try and show you this one all the way through because it's not often. I say it's not often. We do Velux conversions, but for some reason we just seem to showcase a lot of dormers and stuff like that, and not so much the Veluxes. So hopefully we'll show you a lot more of this and keep going. But yeah, enjoy your day. We'll catch up with you soon.